Hi friends, I hope you're doing well. You're watching my video from the Schedemy YouTube channel. Today I want to talk about the benefits of defining roles in the Primavera software. I have also prepared a presentation file for you, and finally everything has been simulated in software. Be sure to stay with me until the end. Your project has a set of requirements in the early planning stage, and you may not know exactly who you are going to assign to those requirements. To fill this gap, there is a bridge, which is defining roles in the Primavera P6. It means in the early planning stage, you can define roles, and when your information be more complete, you can define resources, and then you can replace them with those resources. Let's look at its main advantage. In the planning phase, you define a role and allocate a budget to it. That is, for a position, not for a specific individual. You can also assign a rate, and whenever it becomes clear who will take that role, the actual cost can then be extracted. Look here, we are in the planning phase, and we don't know who the potential designer of our project will be. So we define the designer role and assign it to the architectural design activity. And that could be great. So keep going. If I want to tell you about the next advantage, it can be very interesting. Assigning variable rates to a single resource. What does it mean? Just please pay attention for a moment. You can define a resource and consider different rules for it. Take a look at the example. We have Mr. John, and he is a boss, a senior product manager with $50 per hour cost, and a skilled QA tester with $30 per hour. This means that you can use John once as a product manager at a cost of $50 and another time as a tester at a cost of $30, meaning that John's role determines his rate. Another important use is that you can understand at a specific point in time how much you need of a certain role in your organization and how much you have available. That is the demand and the capacity. For example, you can answer this question: how many senior engineers do we need in July? Or are we overcommitted on project manager in July? As you can see here, the demand is more than capacity, meaning we need to think about the solution. Another advantage is that you can view roles in a hierarchical structure. For example, you've designed your structure, separated the design unit from engineering, and can add sub-branches for different engineering disciplines. This helps you take advantage of professional filtering in the software and use proper grouping effectively. And the fifth advantage, which I really like it, is that once you have enough information to fill a role, you can replace it with the appropriate resource. Just look at here, we are in the planning phase, and we've defined a senior engineer for this activity. And then in the next stage, when a role converted to resource, we know that Anna is defined and we want to assign it to this role. And finally, some people think they can do all of this with resource codes, but this table shows you that the advantages of defining roles are significant. Now I want to show you all of these advantages in the software, so make sure to stay with me until the end. Okay, I have an IT project here, and take a good look at this activity. The system development is at the stage where I don't know exactly who will be assigned to this activity. So the best approach, according to what we learned earlier, is to define a role for it. So I'm going to add a new role, and I change the ID to it.d. D means developer, and I'm going to change the name to developer. Here I can add resources, some resources. For example, I'm going to add Mr. John Clark, a resource I've defined earlier, but I'm not sure if I want to assign him yet. I can also define his level of expertise, and I'm gonna change it to expert. I can even consider other people for this role, but I'll skip this part for now. Now, at this stage, my friends, I know that a developer must work here for 25 days, but I don't know who will do it. The best approach is to assign a role to it. So I'm gonna choose the predefined developer from this list. Look at here, you cannot assign primary resource to this role because the responsible is not defined. And after you assign resource, you can check this box and define it. I'm sorry, I forgot to define cost for this role. I'm gonna here and change the unit price and make it to $100 and click close. Then you have to recalculate your resource cost. From here, you can recalculate assignment cost, and then press reschedule and press OK. And as you can see here, the budgeted cost is calculated. Now, when my information is more complete and I know who will actually work on it, I assign the resource to the role. So press on add resource, and from this box I can search John, and after finding here, it asks me, do you want to replace a new price unit, because my resource cost is different from role. And this is very strange thing in this software. Okay, because when you was planning, you didn't have enough information about the cost, and now this is the actual cost of this resource, and you can replace it with the role, and even you can change it from this rate source box to role, and after changing you can see the cost will change. I can even switch it back to a resource again, and you'll see that the calculations change. My point of view, it's a very attractive and interesting feature. Plus, you can generate a range of useful reports. Stay with me, I will show you. So we can open the resource usage profile, and I will show you something new. You can change your group and sort and see your resource list by your roles. From this box, customize, you can search it roles, and after that hit OK, apply and OK, and here you can see the list of your roles, but I can choose from this select view by role, and after that you can see your developer demands in this month. For example, in September and October, you know how many hours your developers need to work. Even more interesting, you can review and analyze this at the organizational level. For a better understanding, I'm going to open a new project, and from here I'm going to assign a new role to this activity again, and then I'm gonna assign John Clark again. Now, regardless of who will work on it, I know that I need a specific role in two projects. Then I'm gonna back to the project tab, and I try to open both projects at the same time. and in the resource assignment tab, I can create very useful reports. Look at here. John is scheduled to work on 2 projects at the same time, which is impossible considering his working hours. But this isn't about me. Right now, I want to see how much work the developer role is supposed to do. Then be with me. I will show you in a resource usage profile. Just make sure that this option is checked on all projects. As you can see in the chart, it now shows me the required workload for developers in both projects, and you can even check that we have resource constraints. We could even see this in the resource assignment tab. You just need to set the grouping to role, as I did. Look, this table shows the workload distribution for developers. Just let me change the time scale to year and month, and then we can see how much our developers are supposed to work each month. This way we can manage the roles effectively. Now, based on this demand and the resources available in your organization, you need to balance your workforce. Friends, I tried to demonstrate the best advantages that I covered in the presentation file and also implemented them in the software. I hope it has been useful. Thank you for your continued support. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the Schedemy channel. See you in the next video. Goodbye.